Alright, CSS battle time, and we have a very odd S. I'll take it. Alright. Here's what I'm thinking. This, if we can get this kind of block to repeat down here, that's our symmetry. So maybe HTML has a box shadow off to the side that's this, and a linear gradient background. Ooh, but then how do we get that green for the rest of it? If we do a linear gradient, maybe I do a conic gradient. Do a conic gradient so I can make it that box, yeah, and then it'll be all green. Okay, that works. And so then we have conic gradient, and then that, and then hopefully I can get that to just flip on the body. Let's see if that works. I think there might be some issues, but the background is going to be a conic gradient. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it built first, sized, and then positioned. So the green for 75%, right? And then we're going to off-white. I wonder if I can, no, we won't be able to get away with just pure white. All right, so we got that. Let's do our box shadow. Now I'm going to do this for the top one. I don't know if that's the best idea, but let's say negative 200 pixels 0. And it's also going to be white. Okay. And then we can margin this down now because of the box shadow being present. We'll actually be able to see it, so 100. Okay, I'm going to put an outline on this so I can get my dimensions good. All right, so we're going to be like 20 on the top. Perfect. I can't tell what I'm looking at with this conic gradient. Let's, and the box shadow. Let's get this, we're going to be like 150. Something like that. We want it right here in the middle between these two blocks. So it's not quite 150, 130. That looks right. Okay, let's fix our the conic gradient. So right now it's set to the 0, 0 point of our little square here, but we want to make it a full block. So we're going to do our @ rule to change that central point for the image, and we're going to do like 100 pixels. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more than that, and 50. Let's look at that. So this is 60, and then this will be like 120. Oops, 20, 40. Okay, I think I need to put like a fixed on this so it doesn't repeat. Or space. Let's try space. I think fixed. Yeah. All right. And then we do 0, 0 for the positioning. And then we do, for the sizing, let's see if I can do 90 pixels by, nope, I have to do the full 140 by 200. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. 150. Nope, more than that. 180, 190, 200. Wait, what am I looking at here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I need to move it up. 50 was too far. Whoa. Why is my sizing 130? Oh, okay, that's better. We have a 0, 0 set to that. I think my space is curious. I'm getting some weird repeat on this. Like that, it's actually sitting at the right spot now at 140. All right, let's go fixed. I think fixed will also be okay. You know what? I'm just breaking everything. I'm not even looking at this properly. Okay, so fixed is for the viewport. Space does some odd things. Oh, it makes it not repeat at all, which doesn't give me green out beyond it. So what I might do is not use the HTML except as a background at all. This might be a terrible idea. I think what I need to do is not use a conic gradient. Let's just do that. It's very late too, so I don't think I'm going to get a better solution here. I need my bottom margin to be different too. Maybe I should have done that from the get-go. 110. There we go. That's the sizing I want. 50. There we go. Okay. So that's the HTML. I shouldn't size the HTML. I should do the box shadow margin and everything on the body. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can just nest it and get the behavior I'm hoping for. And we can. All right, so let's overwrite the background. Now I can do a linear gradient. And we can do white and then green for 60 pixels, and then green. And then we can do a repeat. It's a little bit easier on this one. Let's see. Yep. All right. There it is. Okay. So 1Q is our size on the width, but for a linear gradient, it just repeats at 1Q slices, but you have to have some sort of value in there. And then I wonder if I can do 1%. Yes, I can do 1%, and then we can get rid of the space. So we should always do 1% for that size when I'm doing this kind of repeat on a linear gradient. Yeah, I think that's good. Conic gradient, I'd have to do the sizing or the positioning. No, I do the positioning here, and then this. So linear gradient's better on this one anyways. So let's get rid of our outline. So then we'd throw in a paragraph tag. Yeah, this is not great. I think there's problems with this. Solution. Let's select it. Let's put an outline on it so we can see how I'm messing this up. I should have, yeah, okay. Let's go margin 0. Okay. I need a height. What do you think it is? We're repeating every 100 pixels. So it's 160, 170, like 1. Hey, that's the right size. Okay, let's go scale -1. All right, let's put a period on this because I think I'll need it. And then we can margin the top down. Almost there. Not quite 100. That worked easier than I expected, except for the overflow happening there on the side. So let's see, -72. Body wants to overflow when I margin the top down. How do I get that to overcome? I could just do a translate. Let's just translate. No, I think just translate. Oh, I need a margin 0 still, so getting rid of margin doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm having margin collapse with this. Even before we do anything, it's already... Is my height too big? No, the height was right, I think. No? Oh, the period. Period is causing problems. Okay. So my height... Is it 168 or 170? It's 170. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm going right back to where I was at with it being broken. I need a period because of margin collapse. Should I put the period after the P? Will that make a difference? Nope. What am I doing wrong? I can't. I'm seriously... I know I know the answer somewhere, but I can't think of it right now. It's like after midnight, after a long day, so... Alright. Keep it simple. I'm gonna just get this done for right now, and I'll have to... this is a bad solution already, you know. It's just expedience for the time being. Turn on the diff. What is it? 80, 72. Hold on. Why? Why is that there? That's there because of the period. Okay. Interesting. Because we're using translate, the margin collapse isn't an issue. And why is the background here, it looks different on the diff, like it's not the right color. But we're good. But the diff has a like greenish tinge instead of the solid black these blocks are. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to accept it and reduce, and you know, it's not great, but I'll call it a night. Probably should check those margins to see if they can reduce. 110, what does 110 turn into? Nothing great. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. It's the box shadow. I should be able to use a Q unit on a box shadow. Looks pretty close. Let's test it. .99. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's the answer. 63, 60 won't reduce in a gradient. I don't think it will. I guess I should always question. 63 looks really good right there, though. Maybe linear gradient, maybe not a conic or a radial, but linear might be different. I don't use linear very much anymore. 99.8, and the diff looks perfect. That's funny. All right. Oops. Oh, come on. It's too helpful. 185. Yeah, that's terrible for this. That is not a good solution. I need to rethink this and come back to it. Like maybe this is the box and it's a box shadow inset. You know, you could just set the directions and then repeat a box that was, you know, this big. And then flip it. And then this middle bar, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know what it'll be. Anyways, that was fun. Hope you're having a good time with this, and I'll catch you later. Bye.